Today on Tracey's Basement, Entertainment Earth sent us a whole bunch of Gargoyle Pops to show you guys. Hey Basement Geeks, welcome back to Tracey's Basement, the channel for geeks by geeks, and if you enjoy what we do on this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the little notification bell, and you will always know whenever we have something new for you guys. Today we have a whole bunch of Gargoyles Funko Pops. These were sent our way by Entertainment Earth. That is the fabulous online retailer that has so much geeky stuff you could spend your entire day checking it out. They have a little bit of everything for every fandom, so definitely check out the link in the description box below. We will link to where you can get the Gargoyle Pops, of course, and
everything else.
I
love Entertainment Earth.
I was a huge fan of Gargoyles when I was on TV.
Did love Gargoyles in the 90s. That's like one of the coolest 90s cartoons.
I loved it
up
so
there with
much.
like Batman the Animated Series and other shows like that. I think this one was a little later.
It was a little bit later, but it had kind of a Batman plus Ninja Turtles plus something else kind of a style to it.
It was good. It was a really good show. I had the VHS with the VHS board game in it. That was just the bomb. I loved that. But
so,
anyway.
I've actually been pretty excited to check these out.
Yes, Pops don't usually excite us very much anymore. You guys know that. But when we're asked to look at ones that we genuinely think are cool, we do not turn them down. And I think this is one of the cooler lines that they've announced lately. So I definitely...
Are awesome.
I actually think these ones are really cool.
So I'm going to get you to kind of move these off to the side.
Okay.
The one, ironically, that we do not have is the leader, Goliath. But we do have a Goliath Pocket Pop. So I'm going to show that off first.
It's the same. It looks exactly the same as the Funko Pop anyway. So at least you'll know what the Funko Pop looks like. But we'll get that out of the way first since he's the leader. And it's just a keychain. We also have the Demona keychain. So may as well show that off too.
So, like we say, this is what the pop looks like. Identical, this is just a shrunken version. So, they did such a great job on the faces with the big bulky eyebrows and the pointed ears and everything. Goliath, of course, looks very cranky.
Yeah.
He's got those big jaw, like he's grimacing. And they did a great job on the wings and the shapes of the legs and the tail and everything. And Goliath's just awesome.
He's cool. I still hate those eyes now. Not that I hate them, I'm just bored with them.
Yeah, and the eyes do look a little weird.
It's a good shape.
Yeah.
Demona is... we're going to get into the pop of Demona anyway, because we have the Demona Pop right here. But Demona is basically the same. It's a scaled-down keychain version of the Pop. I don't really care for Pop keychains. I find they break too easy and there's nothing special about them.
I have a few that the chain popped out of them.
Well, yeah, it's still cool. We got to show them off to you guys, so that's still cool.
And so you know what Goliath looks like because it's the exact same as that. So, I'll open Demona since we already looked at the keychain. And Demona was my favorite which is hysterical because she's the bad guy. Well, sometimes she's kind of good, and sometimes she got. But
one of those characters.
I loved Demona so much, and this is extremely embarrassing. Jason often reveals embarrassing stuff about himself. I'm going to reveal something embarrassing about myself. For ages after first watching Gargoyles, I would walk on the balls of my feet to be like Demona. Because I'm completely
that's cool. Super cool. Super cool.
I don't know, but kids are stupid.
I'm a gargoyle. Look at me, I'm a gargoyle.
I loved her. But
you wouldn't even have been that small at the time Gargoyles came out, really.
No,
but
well, I was, pre-teenage, I guess.
Weird kid. Weird kid.
I was a weird kid. But yeah, the Demona Pop, I love her. They did a great job on her, spiky hair that goes all back, and the little, gold, whatever you want to call, headpiece that she wears. She's got, the half eyes. She looks really grumpy, hand on the hip. Cool little outfit, the little rag outfits and everything. And the wings. I just love her to death.
Alright, speaking of Demona's hair, I need a haircut too. Look at me, I'm like an unkempt wild beast. Crazy.
It's not quite as long as Demona's though.
Alright, so I'm going to show you guys Broadway. You know, every cartoon in the 90s had to have a chubbier character that eats a lot. That was just a thing. You always had to have it. Today, they don't have the same archetypes today. You're not allowed to have that stuff in shows today. You have to be very careful what you do, but hey, early cartoons, they all had a character like this. So let's take a look at Broadway. So here's Broadway, and of course it's called Broadway because they're all named after like streets and places they find in New York City. And he's really cool too. The thing, like so with Demona there too, the thing that really sells me on these guys is the wings.
Yeah.
I think that adds a lot to the pop to help it stand out from the more generic style that pops usually have.
And they did a great job with the wings.
Yeah, and he's holding a chicken drumstick and stuff too, and his face. He's got the happy face. Look at his happy face. He's happy. He's got chicken leg. Who wouldn't be happy with chicken leg? I'm pretty happy when I got a chicken leg.
He's a character that was always happy.
Yeah, well he's
chubby and happy.
Well, he's got a chicken leg. I like chicken. I'm happy with chicken. You give me chicken, I'm happy. But yeah, he's got the cloth, and the belt around him and everything, and the tails. He's got the tails, of course. So that's pretty cool. I like Broadway.
I like his little chubby
I dig these pops. So, you get Hudson, which is normally a specialty series, but this one doesn't have a sticker on it.
Yes, this doesn't have a sticker, but it is the specialty series, so you will not actually find this one on Entertainment Earth. They did have this one to send along our way, but you have to find these ones in like the local comic shops and whatnot, just so you know.
But anyway, it's Hudson. We got a Hudson.
So there is Hudson. He is, of course, the grumpy, kind of older member of the crew.
He's supposed to be the wise one.
Yeah, the wise old character. He has the long hair and beard to kind of reflect that. And you can tell he's been in a lot of battle. He has the one ruined eye with the scar across it. He is holding his little blade there. And he has a bit more clothing on than most of the characters. He actually has like a little bit of armor plating on his shoulders and around his wrists and stuff like that. So a little bit more detail on his outfit. But again, like the other two, the wings and like the shape of his eyebrows and the little horns and everything, that's what really makes him.
Yeah, he's battle weary.
He's very battle weary.
He's cool.
I loved Hudson too because he was always so cranky and like he gave out the wisdom and whatnot, but he was really cranky character.
Did he make you walk on the balls of your feet too?
No.
Yeah, I'll make you walk on the
just
balls of your
that.
feet. I wanted to be Goliath so bad, so I walked on the balls of my feet and I jumped off buildings and flew.
Moving along!
Okay. I got Bronx. Bronx is next. Bronx. Everybody loves a puppy dog character. It's like a gargoyle, so I got Bronx. I'm going to show you guys Bronx. Of course they'd name the dog Bronx, eh? Like, he's very tough. So like, I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. And he's got a very grimacy face too, eh? So very, very cool. I do dig his face. He's got a couple bumps on the back, but I will say his coloring and his shape and everything is very plain. He is just a basic, just blue dog-like character. This pop, the head attachment kind of sucks on it.
Yeah.
It's got like extra flat parts sticking out here, and it's like the head is just stuck on. Normally pops have like almost like a little peg that they sit on that kind of, separates the head and the body, so it kind of hides a little bit of the attachment. This is like a big flat area, almost like looks like a flat piece of wood, like a table, and you just sat the head on it, and it doesn't cover up the excess flat part.
I think they tried to give him those broad shoulders that he has,
and it just didn't work because it just cuts off right there. But his face is still really cool, and I do like his little sitting puppy dog pose. He's got the short little tail compared to the rest of the gargoyles, but he's cool looking in the face. But I will say that this pop is probably the weakest of the line.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely not the greatest one they've done, that's for sure. But it's Bronx, and he's a puppy dog character, so...
And he's going to hang out with Hudson, because they always hang out in the show.
Puppies make me happy, even gargoyle puppies, so...
I am going to do Lexington, and Lexington was the Donatello of the crew, basically. He was the geek.
Now, one thing that I always used to do, too, not when I was watching the show, but when I was trying to think back to the show, years later after the show, I always used to get Brooklyn and Lexington mixed up, their names.
I always got Brooklyn and Broadway mixed up.
Did you?
Yeah.
I always got Brooklyn and Lexington mixed up. They're just named after streets, so there you go, eh?
Lexington is the little pipsqueak, basically, of the crew. He's the little gargoyle. He has different wings. Everybody else has the coming from the shoulder wings. His wings are actually like laid out from his arms like a bat.
Yeah, it's got that the skin flaps like a bat would have.
I do like how they have him with his arms up so that you can see that properly. Yeah. Very well done there.
He's a lot smaller too.
He is smaller and skinnier when you compare him to all the other crew. He's shorter. He's got a very tiny little body, which is correct for the show.
Oh, so, yeah.
Granted, and I love his little his two little fangs that pop out from the underbite. So super cute. And he is, again, like the Donatello of the crew. He was like the geek who figured out all the technology when they were moved into the future. So I actually really liked his character as well.
Yeah, he's cool. I'm going to show off the last one we have to show off to you guys today. And this is Brooklyn. One of the guys I just said, I always got mixed up with Lexington with the names. So. And
funny that you should get Brooklyn, because he was kind of the Raphael of the group. He was always kind of a hothead.
Yeah. I say my memories are a little vaguer than they should be, considering how much I watched this show. But I'm going to show you guys Brooklyn right now. Alright, so there's Brooklyn. The final one we have to show off to you guys today. And I believe they have variants that are in the stone and stuff like that, which I've seen. And honestly, I think these common ones are better than these special stone ones. The stone ones are basically just flat gray, and they're just an excuse to repump another set of these out without actually putting any paint or effort on them.
Yeah.
So
prefer them in color.
My advice, unless you're kind of just one of those people who are obsessed with stickers and refuse to just go get a sticker book instead, I say go with the commons. They're actually way better. But this is Brooklyn. He's got the horns going up around his head, and he's got the long hair in the back. His wings are pretty cool. He's got like the extra hands.
Yeah,
I guess you would call it.
He and Demona both have kind of like fingers almost.
Yeah, he's got like the extra. His hands are like, his fingers are really long too at the top of his wings. He's kind of skinny too, kind of like Lexington. Maybe that's why I mixed them up. Nah, I doubt it. I think I just mixed them up because I don't keep track of anything. Of course, the same as everybody else. He's got the loincloth and the belt and the tail, but he's got his arms crossed because he's being a tough guy. So, very, very cool. I dig that. I like him. Like I said, I'm getting a little tired of the pop eyes. But, you know, as far as pops go, this is one of the cooler lines they've announced recently. So, I'm pretty impressed with these ones. I'm giving these ones a thumbs up.
Woo! I enjoy them too. And I'm going to have to ask you, do you have a favorite of this line?
Honestly, I think the best done one is by far Hudson.
I would probably have to agree, yes. The Hudson one has the most detail.
Yeah, Demona is very nicely done too, but I think Hudson is the standout of the line because he's so battle weary, and he's got like the...
He's got lots of little extra details.
Yeah,
like
he's got the little sword there, right? He's got the yellow eye, you know, and like I said, he's battle weary. So I think he's the standout of the line. I'd say Hudson.
I'm giving a runner-up though to Demona because
she's pretty cool too. She's well done too.
She's pretty wicked. I love her too. Of course, thank you to Entertainment Earth for sending these along so that we could show them off to you guys. You guys let us know what you think of the line. Let us know in the comments section below which one is your favorite, who's your favorite character from the show, all that good stuff.
Did you have the VHS board game? Tell me you had the VHS board game. That was just the coolest thing ever. They made the Gargoyles, the first 5 episodes, into a movie released on VHS, and then the end of the tape had the VHS board game on it. If you remember that board game, leave a comment below with big hands up that says, I remember the Gargoyles board game. I'm going to see how many of you actually remember that board game, because that video board game was like Nightmare. It played on the VHS. That was awesome. So, if you remember it, leave a comment.
If you've enjoyed the video, guys, please give us a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat, at Tracey's Basement, Jason from TB on Twitter, and of course, as always, guys, keep coming back for more Tracey's Basement. Bye!